Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the University of Nottingham for BUCS Big Wednesday, powered by New Balance. Teams have fought their way through the knockouts to be here today, but it all ends here in Nottingham. BUCS Big Wednesday, powered by New Balance, features 57 trophy, vase and championship finals. Sorry, that's just Nottingham going. Including basketball, wheelchair basketball, football, hockey, netball and rugby league, welcoming 114 different teams. I would like to thank our partners and sponsors, New Balance, EY, RCG, Ashway, and our hosts, University of Nottingham. If you want information and results, all the events are available at www.bucs.org.uk and BUCS Play. Also, they're being streamed here on YouTube. My name is Ben. I am a sabre fencer for Durham. We were just in the trophy final a few hours ago, which we won. And happy to doing the commentary today on our first fight. We have Edinburgh on our left versus Nottingham in the Women's Championship final.
Oh, Johnny. Cheers.
So we're just waiting for the ref now. But Spencers have tested their weapons and 2 lights came up, which is good. Sabre works, you can hit any part above the waist with any part of the blade. Other weapons you might see today, you'll have to sort of poke people if you may. But here, the whole sword. And here we start. The easiest way to tell the points apart is if there's one light. That means that the fencer on the side of the one light has won the point. Something is on the piece, so Alex is taking it off. The very start of a point in sabre is really important. It sets up the entire attack, so pay attention to preparation they'll be using to be able to win the attack by either going first or lunging into their attack to get the hits. So sabre is one of the faster swords. We'll go through the matches quite quickly here today. And a good start from Edinburgh. We'll have 9 bouts overall. Everyone fences everyone. And it's all cumulative up to 45 points. So from now on, the next fight will be up to 10. Again, the test weapons, and we're ready for the next fight. A nice attack from Nottingham. Really pushed her to the end of the piece before finishing. That was well set up in the middle. Didn't go very far into the parry riposte. This time there's a nice attack from Edinburgh. Once again, holding the attack before finishing. Edinburgh's attack is low. That's a nice parry from Nottingham at the end of the piece. This time Edinburgh waits on the attack and Nottingham manages to lunge into it. Well set up in the middle. She made the Nottingham fencer miss before taking the attack herself. Nottingham done very well here to catch up. They were at a 5-2 deficit and brought it up to 9-0. But Edinburgh manages to finish it off and keeps the lead going into the third bite. I've just been given a team sheet now, so I will know the names. That was Mari versus Libby, and now we'll have Chloe and Ezra coming into the third fight now. This is a cumulative fight of 3 different weapons, so every point counts. As all the points will be added up together at the end to see who wins the overall match. A very nice attack here from Nottingham. Apologies, it was actually Zara on the right hand side. That was well done from Chloe, getting the attack on preparation. Very well held from Zara. Pushed her right to the far end of the piece before finishing head tush. So there they both came in, both stopped. The influencer Chloe took up the attack. Another way of bringing back the priority to your side is if you manage to hit their blade, as it may be, as such, gives you back the priority, and you can then go on to score the hit yourself. So next one we have Mari versus Serena. A relatively close match so far. Both teams will be looking to get a good start here in sabre to build on in the other weapons. That was a good parry. Once again, they both came into the middle, both stopped. The Edinburgh fencer took up the attack. This time the attack was parried, but the one could still go through. But that was good return from Nottingham with a nice attack touch in the middle. So sometimes if they both did the exact same thing, the referee calls together and no points are awarded. This was the case there. That was very well held from Serena. Waited until Chloe was on the back foot before finishing off the attack. Here the Edinburgh fencer lunged first and caught Serena from Nottingham as she was preparing to lunge. She gave her the point. This match is to 45. Every fight adds an extra 5 to the total score needing to get. So Nottingham will look to try and catch up here. Very nice parry boss in the middle. And here the Nottingham fencer missed, giving the priority to Edinburgh. So as I've said, one of the big parts about sabre is that first few steps you take in the middle kind of determines what you are going to do in the fight. You can either take quick steps and rush into the middle, or try to get the attack that way, or take a slower step and try and be able to see what your opponent's going to do and react to that. But that was well done from Edinburgh, keeping the lead 25-14 as we go into our fifth fight, sorry. Just waiting as the men's are making quite a lot of noise in the other piece. That was very well done by Edinburgh, catching the Nottingham fencer on the arm as she was advancing. There was about a 2-second time lag in between when a hit is registered and when the other person can hit, making 2 lights. If you manage to get the timing correct, you can achieve that 1 light. But that was well done from Nottingham, waiting until the very end of the piece, waiting until Edinburgh make their move before getting their hit in. The attack was taken there from the left after Jones missed. A very nice attack from Nottingham. That time, Jones looked for the parry, but the Edinburgh attack went through, and 1 light was registered. The attack was no from Nottingham, and Edinburgh were able to capitalise and take up the attack themselves. So the Nottingham fencers there, as she advanced, her arm was back, and Edinburgh lunged into her attack, getting the point for herself. A well-held attack. They've got quite a lot to catch up. They'll be looking at winning these fights to try and make up that deficit as soon as possible. Chloe wins that fight for Edinburgh. And they go into the final 3 fights, 30-17. Next one will be Mari and Zara. They'll be fighting to 35 points. The white light just indicates a slightly faulty connection, but I'm sure when they start fencing it will calm itself. A very good parry pass from Khan on the right. Nottingham will look to ride the excitement of getting a few hits in a row. Both fences the exact same thing, calling it simultaneous. A well-held attack by Khan. Once again, no hit was called there. Second time in a row that Khan attacks goes into the Edinburgh fencer's guard, causing only one light to register. This time the attack was no, allowing Khan to take up the priority and score the hits. And the same thing on the other side. Sabre is all the game about quick reflexes, so when you see that you've gained priority, quickly take up the attack with fast footwork. In Sabre, you're not allowed to cross your legs when going forwards. You are allowed when going backwards. Other weapons you might see cross their legs at any point, but in Sabre, you have to have strict footwork, one leg in front of the other as you go forwards. And the referee, if he sees crossing the legs, might call on that and give out a card. Next fight, Chloe versus Serena. These will be their last fights as individuals. And Serena will look to try and make up the deficit to give as much chance as she can to the final fight. Remember, every point counts in these. This is a cumulative number of points for all 3 weapons. So they'll try and limit the gap as much as they can. That was a quite strange action. The referee called that he didn't know that. This time the attack was from the left. Serena makes an attack. No, she lunges and misses, allowing Chloe to take up the priority and score the hit herself. That was well parried in the middle. Quick reflexes from Serena after she misses the hit. Oh, and just hit the glove there, which I don't know if you can see, but is grey coloured, which means it is conductive. Very nice counter attack by Serena there, catching Chloe off guard as she came forwards. Once again, the attack was no there. Serena missed her attack, giving the priority to Chloe, who was able to finish off. And Edinburgh have put up an impressive lead here coming into the final fights, 40-23. It will take a monumental effort for Libby to make up the deficit themselves. Holtz. They've come in together, both stop, both carry on together. This time, the Edinburgh fencer takes up the attack and scores a hit. Edinburgh fencer manages to hit the blade with her own blade of Libby and gain back the priority. This time, however, Libby takes an impressive attack, dominant off the start. And another good parry across in the middle. Another counter attack by Libby, catching Gasparin off guard. That was well held from the Edinburgh fencer, bringing her match point. As Jones came forward, she stopped, giving the priority to Gasparin, who was able to take the attack. And that is the end of our first fight here, first weapon. Thanks to our partners and sponsors, New Balance, EY, ICG, Ashaway, and our host, University of Nottingham. We will now be moving on to another weapon, but any other information and results for all the events are still available online, and this stream will carry on. And don't forget, today as well, BUCS are live streaming 11 Big Wednesday sports, including basketball, football, hockey, netball, squash, and wheelchair basketball. These are being live streamed through the BUCS Facebook and YouTube channels. Also join the conversation on Twitter and Instagram via the official event hashtag BUCS Big Wednesday. That's all from me, thank you, and goodbye.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the University of Nottingham for Big BUCS Wednesday, powered by New Balance. Teams have fought their way through the knockouts to be here today, but it all ends in Nottingham. My name is Ollie Nash, and I am a foilist, and I will be commentating on Edinburgh, who are on your left, versus Nottingham, who are on your right. We have had the first leg of sabre, which was 45-27 to Edinburgh, which means Nottingham are 18 down going into this leg of foil. In foil, the target area is the torso, and you can only hit with the point. It is a priority weapon, meaning if there are two lights, the fencer who has priority will get the hit. The first fight will be between Chloe Dickinson on the left for Edinburgh, Dixon, and Serena Patel of Nottingham. In the foil relay event, there will be 9 bouts. Each bout goes up in increments of 5, so the first bout will be to 5, or if the time limit of 3 minutes is reached. The second bout will be to 10, or if the time limit is once again reached, all the way up to 45. If the scores are still tied in the final period, there will be a priority minute, and that will decide the winner. Priority minute is where a coin is flipped and one of the sides has priority, and if no hit is scored within that minute, the team with priority will win. The ref is just resetting the score box before we begin. He is now weight testing their foil, which means the spring has the required resistance, so it doesn't go off too easily. So the spring for Serena Patel in her foil is not bouncing back, which means she has failed the weight test and must change foils. This will also mean a yellow card for failing the equipment check. Two left-handers fencing each other is quite unusual, so this should be an interesting fight. This is the first bout of 9. Lovely attack there from the left. Step lunge. Unfortunately, in scoring the hit, her blade has snapped, which is quite common in foil, meaning she must get a new one. Thank you. Unlucky with the parry riposte there from Serena. Lovely attack on fair from the left, which is where she beats the blade before lunging. Unfortunately, another one of Serena's equipment seems to be faulty. She is changing foils again. Hopefully, third time's the charm. No issues with the weight test, so we are good to go again. Lovely beat attack there from the right. As you can see, as foil is a priority weapon, the hit was given to the right, as the right did a step lunge, an attack, and the left counter attacked. So what happened there was, it was attack no from the left, and then counter attack to the right. If Chloe had hit anywhere on the torso, anywhere on the body, off target or on target, it would not have been Serena's hit. What happened there is that Chloe tried to parry while Serena tried to beat, and if in that case the person who is attacking has priority, so it was attack on fair, off target. Attack on fair just means beat attack. Unlucky there with the riposte, and Serena is pushing Chloe all the way to her back line. If you go off the end of the beast, it is a hit against you. So what happened there is Chloe unfortunately missed with her attack, which meant that Serena could take up the attack and hit her. So the attack from the right was no, and the counter attack from the left was off target. Attack from the left was good. The right tried a counter attack, but unfortunately did not land the point and got hit. Attack on fair, beautiful attack there, choosing to beat, threaten the cart line, then hit under the arm in octave. Wonderful hit. Once again, we saw as left had priority, even though she hit off target, the right does not receive the hit. That was a touche from the left. As you see, she held the blade out of the way so Serena couldn't find it, forcing Serena to counter-attack and concede the hit. So that was a parry riposte from the right, which brings this bout 5-4. What a conclusion. Next match we have Eleanor Knox versus Zoe Suderick. Eleanor is from Nottingham on the right and Zoe is from Edinburgh on the left. This fight will be to 10 or if the 3-minute time limit is reached. This is the second bout of 9. Information and results for all of the events will be available from www.bucs.org.uk and BUCS Play. For example, we have already had the men's and women's trophies, which you can see on the website. They exchange quite a few counter ripostes, but eventually Suderick lands with a counter attack. Beautiful attack there from the left, disengaging and finishing under the arm. So the attack from the left missed, as Eleanor did a counter-attack called Inquitata to remove some of her target area. Eleanor tried to finish under the arm like Zoe did to her, but unfortunately is off target. So the beat attack from the right was good, even though Suderick looked for the parry riposte, because Eleanor beat, it was her point. Very nice hit there, pulling Eleanor short out of distance so she could counter-attack. So the attack missed and the attack was touche from the right. What you saw there was Zoe testing her weapon. If the ref hits the point and it doesn't come up, the hit is annulled. Very nice attack there from the left. Lovely attack there from the left. Another lovely attack brings the score to 10-8 at the end of the second period. As you would have noticed, a lot of the foilists have GBR patches on their arm and leg, which means at some point they have represented Great Britain at under 20, and under 23 or senior level. So on the right we have Tien from Nottingham, who is fencing Mari from Edinburgh on your left. This third bout is up to 15, or if the 3-minute time limit is reached. Unfortunately, Tien's foil has failed the weapon test, which means that she will receive a yellow card and must grab another foil. She is still looking for a foil. Got it. This foil has passed the weight test, and so here we go to 15. She has received a yellow card. 2 yellow cards results in 1 red card, which is a hit to your opponent. So what happened there was the parry riposte from the right was no, and a remise is if the opponent misses their if you miss your first action and go again, is a remise. Lovely attack there from the right to bring it to 11-9. What happened there was they both missed, and because they touched, the referee called halt. No physical contact is allowed in fencing. Lovely attack there from the right. Unfortunately, the counter attack was not set up properly. Same hit as the last one, with attack from the left and a counter attack from the right. Unfortunately, out in distance. Lovely counter riposte there. So as you saw, Mari on the left found the first parry. Tien on the right found a counter parry. They both stop, they both go, and there is 1 light to Mari on the left. attack from the right is good. This is quite a quick match. Attack on preparation from the left is good. That brings us to 15-11. Up next in the fourth bout of 9 is Zoe Dixon versus Serena Patel. Sorry, Zoe Suderick, my apologies, versus Serena Patel. A quick reminder that Nottingham are currently 18 down from sabre, so at the moment trail Edinburgh on the left by 22 points. And after this, there will be épée to follow, so don't go anywhere. Both of them passed the weights test and test weapons. The attack from the left was no, as she missed just above Serena's left shoulder, and then Serena counter-attacked. So there, the first attack was no. The counter-attack was good from the left. You may have noticed Serena's light come on as well, but that was with the remise, after she had another go after missing the first attack. So, once again, the attack from the right is no, and the counter-attack from the left is good. What happened there was the attack from the left was no, the first counter-attack from the right was no, then the remise of the attack was no, and the remise of the counter-attack was good. The attack from the left was well set up. Unfortunately, it is off target. The attack from the right was no, and the counter attack from the left was off target. The attack from the left was no, and the counter attack from the right was good. So the left is changing foil as she worry about a sticky hip where the point does not come up. And the person on the right is also changing foil as they snap theirs. That brings our snapped foil count for this match up to 2. This is shaping up to be a very close and exciting match at the moment with 3 hits in it. Usually we see one team start to pull ahead in the final 3 bouts, but let's hope for the neutral it remains this close. Lovely parry riposte there, finishing in prime. That was a lovely hit. Serena there employed a tactic called counter time, where you come forward trying to get your opponent to a counter attack and then taking the blade. There she hit with a simple counter attack, and the match has 1 point in it. A lovely beat attack to back there from Serena, which evens up the match at 17 all, meaning Nottingham only trail by 18 points now. Now that there is a very tough decision from the referee. What the referee called is the attack from the left stopped and the attack from the right restarted before the left did. It is a very difficult call as you have to factor in the legs and the feet moving. Beautiful attack from the right. Serena is on a roll at the moment, being 8-2 up in this leg. Lovely parry. Unfortunately, the riposte was off target. The attack from the left was just... the attack from the right, sorry, was launched from too far away, meaning that she missed and Zoe could pick up the counter attack. So the action was no, and the action from the left from Zoe missed, and then Serena missed her action, meaning Zoe's remise was good. So the score in this leg is 8-5 to Serena, but Edinburgh still lead the foil by 1 point, and the whole match by 19. We are now moving into our fifth bout between Tyen for Nottingham on the right and Chloe for Edinburgh on the left. Sorry, my bad. Nottingham have used their reserve Heloise, and she has subbed in for Tyen for this fight. You get one reserve in a team match, which could be swapped with one fencer. Interesting fact about Chloe Dixon on the left, she is the BUCS silver medalist for foil. Lovely timing there and setting it up very well from the left, unfortunately just catching her arm. The attack from the right was no, and left took up the attack before right could restart, meaning it was attack left. The ref there called a attack from the right parried, and then right counter parried left's riposte. There, as Chloe is discussing with the ref, as Chloe believes Heloise's attack stopped, but the ref is explaining that Heloise restarts her attack before Chloe takes it up, meaning hit right. Attack from the left, beautifully timed, at a beautiful distance. There, as you can see, the ref called halt as the hit was delivered. In that case, the hit still stands. So there, Heloise found the parry, and then as Chloe tried to find the counter parry, Heloise's foil hit the floor. So there, Heloise found the parry and missed a riposte, unfortunately. She did really well with her footwork to set it up, but unfortunately didn't land with the point. This bout is up to 25, or if the time limit is reached, but I doubt we will reach the time limit. The score in this bout is currently 4-1 to Chloe. So the attack from left was no, the attack from right, the counter attack from right was no, meaning Chloe's remise of the attack was good. This gives Edinburgh a 5-point advantage for the first time in this match. The next bout will be the 6th bout, which will go up to 30, or if the 3-minute time limit is reached. Representing Edinburgh on the left, we have Mari, and representing Nottingham on the right, we have Ellie. You might have just heard that, but for the fight after this, Tyann is subbing back on for Heloise. This is allowed as you can swap the reserve back off for the person they came on for. You can only do this with one person. So for example, Heloise could not swap on for Ellie or Serena. The attack from left just caught, the attack from Mari on the left just caught Ellie's arm, and she was just testing as she thought it landed. So the issue there was that attack from the right did stop, and Mari thought it was her attack, but once again Ellie took up the attack before Mari did, meaning it was something we call a reprise attack. So there, the attack from the left was just short, meaning the counter-attack from the right was off target. Parry riposte from the right is off target. Ellie is fencing at a very nice distance at the moment. There, the attack from the left was a little bit too close, meaning her blade went flat across the torso, and Ellie could find the counter-attack, bringing Nottingham back within 3 points. Score in this bout is currently 2-0 to the right. There, the attack on Fur from the left was Novalad. Ellie looked for the parry riposte, but since Mari beat the blade, it's attack Fur off target. Yes. There, Ellie finished her attack. Mari took it up, and then Ellie remised into it, meaning it is attack from the left. Yes. So in that action, the first attack from the left stopped, and then Ellie took it up, even though Mari finished first. It was still priority to the right. Mari, after that, just needed to straighten her blade. Beautiful attack from the left, going straight through Ellie's parry. Lovely counter attack there from Ellie, getting the distance right and closing the line before Mari could finish. In the reverse this time, the attack from the right came out of distance and the left capitalised with a counter attack. There, they both thought they hit, but unfortunately they did not, and Mari needs to straighten her blade. Most foilists prefer to have a slight bend in the blade, something called a set, but you do not want it to be overbent. Mari is just testing her tip because she believes she hit, and she is electing to change foil. The current score in this bout is 5-3 to Ellie on the right, and in the overall match Nottingham trail by 21 points as they lost the sabre by 18. Ellie has just gone to sort out her hair, as any hair on the lame blocks available target area and is not allowed. Don't forget, today BUCS are live streaming 11 Big Wednesday sports, including basketball, football, hockey, netball, squash, and wheelchair basketball. These are being live streamed through the BUCS Facebook and YouTube channels. Join the conversation on Twitter and Instagram via the official event hashtag #BigBUCSWednesdays. Ellie, as you can see, has put her hair in a ponytail, so it will not impede any target area. Seems to be an issue with Mari's equipment, but fortunately it looks like it was just a sticky. It looks like it's an issue with the tip of her foil, so she is going to get another foil. There, the attack from the right was good. As you see, why they may have gone together, Mari adjusted her body position to avoid being hit, which is a counter-attack action. There, the ref called a simultaneous, so they both stop and go together. There, the counter riposte from the right was no good, and the remise from the left was off target. Lovely attack there from the right, forcing Mari to commit so she could get her point on. It brings it once again to a 1-point match and brings the deficit for Nottingham under 20 points. Beautiful attack there from Mari, slowly pushing Ellie towards her end zone before disengaging. There, the attack from the right was no, and the attack was good from the left. So at the end of the 6th bout, the score is 30-27 to Edinburgh, which means they lead the overall match by 21 points. We are heading in to the 7th, 8th and 9th bouts now, which will be the final bout for each fencer. Tyen has subbed back on for Heloise. This is shaping up to be a very close match. Tyen is just making sure she has a working foil, so we do not have a repeat of last time. And it passes the weight test as we head in to the 3rd to last bout. This bout is to 35. She has received a red card as her equipment has failed, meaning Edinburgh have received a point. We seem to be getting some erroneous white lights, but they seem just to be it seems when she sets herself, and she's changing foil again. I think this is the most foil swaps I have ever seen in a match, with 2 breaking and 4 foils currently sat next to me. It's a current of 6 foil swaps during the bout. Nottingham trail by 22 points. Tyen is slowly pushing, but has her blade gets beaten, gives up priority, takes it back with another beat, but misses the attack, meaning it is counter-attack to the left. beat attack from the right, unfortunately missed. Tight end, thinking she landed, turned around, which is a yellow card offence, as it is dangerous, as you could be hit in the back of the head. Unfortunately, as she has already been carded for her equipment failing, means she receives another red card, the second of this bout, and is now 34-27 in a blink. There, the parry riposte from Zoe was lovely timed, meaning she wins this bout 5-0, taking it to 35-27 and establishing an 8-point lead for Edinburgh. We have a saying on the BUCS circuit that a 5-0 is called a bagel. So that right there was a bagel. Fun little bit of fencing lingo for you there. This is our penultimate fight, with Serena on the right from Nottingham and Mari on the left from Edinburgh. And Mari is just getting her weapon weight tested. And now the fencer's test to make sure their lames are working correctly. Their lames is the silver target area bit. As you can see, that is the only area which counts, along with the little silver bit at the bottom of the mask. Here we go. Can Serena pull the match back for Nottingham, or can Mari extend Edinburgh's lead? Serena gives line. Mari is still advancing, slowly pushing Serena towards her 2-meter warning line. And Serena picks a lovely time for a counter-attack, blocking out Mari's attempt to finish on the shoulder around the back. The ref called halt there as Serena stepped off the piece, and as you can see, the ref is asking her to move back 1 meter. If you step off the side of the piece, you must give up 1 meter of piece territory. There, that was a lovely attack on preparation from the right. An attack on preparation is when one of the fencers is preparing. So that could be, for example, if they pull their arm back, or they haven't fully accelerated and committed to the attack. Once again, a lovely counter-attack from Serena. That is her 3rd point in a row, bringing the match back within 5. Their perfect timing and distance for an attack, unfortunately just off target. That lovely parry riposte there from Mari to get her first hit on the board of this bout and ease the pressure. There, the attack. Serena was too big in her stepping in, meaning Mari had the perfect time to pick her off. If you rush too much or your steps are too big, then so the issue is Mari's foils have been quite unreliable this fight, and unfortunately she's using her last one, which has lost quite a bit of tape. Now the reason insulating tape is put around foils is because the tip is quite sensitive, and if you do not have the insulating tape it may white light, which is off target randomly, which could be very disruptive during a bout. So Mari returns with some more tape on the end of her foil, and we resume this bout. Lovely counter attack from Serena there, getting in and then getting out just as Mari tries to finish. Serena is now 4-2 up in this bout. Lovely attack from Mari there on the left. Once again, the right timing and distance from the right, but unfortunately the point accuracy just off. Lovely attack there from Mari, taking it to 39-31. Serena lands another counter attack, making it a 7-point game. They both come in together. There's one light from the left, meaning this bout ends 5-5 and 40-32 to Edinburgh, taking their advantage in the entire match up to 26 points. We have one more match left in this team fight, up to 45 or the 3-minute limit, between Chloe on the left from Edinburgh and Ellie on the right from Nottingham. Attack from the right was no, and the counter attack from the left was good, meaning it is now a 10-point game. Edinburgh really looking to stretch their advantage over these final few bouts. Eleanor taking her time with the push. Ooh, unfortunately falls short on the attack. Both fencers trying to get a feel for the right distance here. Eleanor on the push there got a bit too close, and Chloe picked the right time to perform a counter attack. Unfortunately, Ellie hit the floor there. She is currently in her 2-meter zone, which if she goes off the end of the piece, will concede a hit. Once again, Eleanor picks the wrong time and is made to miss. Chloe really looking to see this bout out in style with yet a third counter attack, which is now 45-32. This extends Edinburgh's lead in the overall match to 31 points. Reminder, up next is épée. Thank you everyone for coming to watch the Big BUCS Wednesday powered by New Balance fencing. Information and results for all of the events will be available from www.bucs.org.uk and BUCS Play, and thanks to all our partners and sponsors, New Balance, EY, ICG.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BUCS Big Wednesday fencing match powered by New Balance. This is the final leg in the women's event for the championship. Edinburgh already have a very strong lead from two very strong legs in the sabre and the foil. So the Nottingham ladies have got it all to do. So the score will be reset in a minute to 0-0. Remember, the épée target is the whole body from foot through to head. It's a very different type of tactical game. But Nottingham are now going to have to do almost the unthinkable and go after it, but it's been done before. It's been done in team matches many times. So as it currently stands at the moment, after the two legs, Edinburgh have a 90-59 lead. So Edinburgh just need to get to those magical points of 31, and then the trophy will be theirs. So this is leg one. On the left you have Edinburgh, and on the right you have Nottingham. Edinburgh already choosing an aggressive strategy, putting pressure straight away. And they're getting the first touch from Patricia on the left. Patricia using a pommel. You can see the grip. Long handle gives her that little bit of extra advantage. Sometimes it's quite hard to read the timing of fencers that use a grip. Slightly limited in the amount of blade work you can do. And there you can see a perfect stop hit there. Using a pommel, just avoiding the blade being caught by her opponent. Very good use of distance. So 2-0 up on this leg, and currently extending their lead. Lovely hit on tempo there from Pat. Hitting in the low line to leg just as her opponent stepped forward. The referee stopped the fight there as the two bodies made contact. It's called core a core. And fencing, the referee will then stop for those sort of hits. So first touch to the right. Nottingham on the scoreboard. Superb hit by Patricia, just changing the tactics again, went low line again, but this time hit to foot. All those types of hit just prevent your opponent from feeling confident in attacking you. And again, another hit on tempo. This time it's a double hit, so in épée, unlike in foil and sabre, both opponents take the touch. So first leg to Edinburgh, 5-3, just extending the lead by another 2 hits. Left we've got Georgia Haynes from Edinburgh and Edinburgh Fencing Club, and on the right from University of Nottingham we've got Rachel Lever. Rachel's just recently returned back from Novi Sad, the Junior European Championships. An experienced fencer, fenced for Great Britain and Scotland on a number of occasions. Georgia, no stranger to international competition herself. Immediately you can see Rachel being more active on her feet. Starting to build some pressure. Rachel just holding that pressure on. Trying to force her opponent to make those mistakes. Double hit. I think we can expect to see this pattern for most of this fight. Nottingham have got a lot to do, so they need to be on the front foot, being the aggressor, trying to force their opponents to make mistakes and try and find a shift in the momentum. The lights come on, but that hit won't be a touch. That was a hit just off the side of the piece on the floor. Nice controlled pressure here from Rachel. There you go, that was the tactic. Create the pressure, force Georgia to come out and collect the blade on the way in. And Rachel just putting the squeeze onto her opponent again. The guard's just caught there as an accident. Sometimes that can happen, the swords come out of her hand. So 6-all, Rachel +2 so far in this leg. It's a nice solid start, exactly what the team needs. Lovely flick hit to the top of the hand, waited for Georgia to start her attack and then hit her on a preparation. Very nice change. Georgia's still okay here, there's plenty of space to make mistakes. The overall team performance is the thing that's more important. So for Edinburgh, their tactic probably is just to keep the scoreline ticking over. Just keep pushing the scoreline up. Superb hit from Rachel. Fantastic hit to foot. Georgia rightly trying to change the momentum here, put the pressure back onto Rachel. Unfortunately, the preparation was a little bit big. Rachel spotted it and hit her straight into it. In épée, we don't need to worry about the referee saying whether we can have the hits or not. The most important thing is who gets the hit on first, or whether you both hit. Again, strong performance there from Rachel, only conceding one hit. Very, very good leg and exactly what the team needed. So Rachel winning that last leg 8-1. On the left we have Zoe Counter, fences for Scotland as well as the Edinburgh Fencing Club, and on the right we have Serena Patel. You'd have seen her fencing earlier in the foil and in the sabre. Serena originally fenced in foil, fenced for GB at cadet level at foil, and I think a couple of junior events as well. At university fencing, it's not uncommon for fencers to be asked to pick up the other weapons. Good fencers can often use any of the weapons. So the referee starts us off on leg 3. In this particular match, Nottingham got the advantage of 10-6, but remember the overall score started at the beginning of this match at 90-59 to Edinburgh. So Nottingham got a chance of winning the overall thing. They would need to start to push at some point beyond leg 3 to try and regain some of those hits. There's no hit scored there, she hit the side of the piece, just off the edge. So Serena takes the first touch, just extending the Nottingham lead. Exactly the right thing to be doing right now. Zoe still comfortable, even though they're behind, still comfortable to just absorb some of that pressure, use up some of the time. Perfect example there of Zoe absorbing the pressure, wait for Serena to make the mistake and hit her. Great stop hit. Again, the same thing. Serena trying to create the pressure. Now she builds that pressure up. Her preparation was a little bit big. Zoe spotted it and hit straight through the middle. Again, a double hit. Each of these hits are favouring Edinburgh at this point. It keeps pushing that scoreline up.
Beautifully done.
So end of the third leg, Serena takes it to 15-10, winning that leg 5-4. But each of those extra hits are just favouring Edinburgh at the moment, who are still in the driving seat to winning this championship. So on the right we have Emma, and on the left we have Georgia. A small delay here whilst George is trying to find a working sword. If the sword that she's presented fails, she will get a yellow card and a penalty. If it's a second presented weapon or didn't have an available weapon, then it becomes a red card. The referee's just sorting this now. What? No. So there's a technical clarification on the rules. Georgia's just about to start with her weapon. Just taking a few minutes to kit on. So this is Georgia's second fight. She started off the team match with a 5-2 win on the first leg. Let's see if she can just eat into the lead that Nottingham have built here. Just keep pushing the scoreline up for the overall team result. She also has time on her side. The pressure's very much on Nottingham, so Emma on the right. She will need to find those opportunities to try and get those single hits, because double hits are no good for her at this stage. Strong start by Georgia, very much happy to take that pressure on, push Emma to the back of the piece, and executed, and another one. So again, each of these hits, where these are double hits, both fences at the moment matching what each other are doing, just keeps pushing that scoreline up. Emma's going to need more than the double hits here. Her other option would be to keep the scoreline low, let the time run down a little bit. Again, this is good work from Georgia tactically. Keep pushing the scoreline up. 15-8. Okay, good pressure from Georgia here. So the lead in this particular weapon sits with Nottingham. But by my rough calculations, another 15 hits will see Edinburgh as the champions. So next up we have Serena Patel on the right and Patricia Krasniak on the left. This is where we could see a very interesting set of styles. Foilists, as Serena is primarily, very much look to use the blade, whereas Patricia is very much wanting to avoid Serena's blade and move her point in and around that space. The referee here just checking the weight. And the light went off, which means that the spring returned the weight, which means that it is legal and able to use that one. If the spring doesn't return and the light remains on, it means that there's no longer got the right amount of compression on the spring. So the referee Sam's just about to get us started again on leg 5. Patricia already gets to work, putting the pressure on an opponent. Good patience from Serena. Patricia made the mistake. Patricia just forcing that a little bit too much. Serena just happy to just stay outside that distance, take a nice parry riposte. And this is where the clash of styles that we talked about starts to kick in. Serena not necessarily needing to do that attack, it's just more her natural style. Unfortunately that would feed straight into Patricia's game, and she's done it again. And you can see Pat's got another hit, and again these are all helping towards pushing Edinburgh towards that championship title. Patricia just straightening her weapon. In épée, the blades have to be straight within 1 centimetre. You can only hit with the point, but you can hit anywhere on the target. Patience from Patricia, this is really good. Again, just closing up that distance but not giving anything away. Serena just carefully trying to stay out. Not trying to make the mistake again of going in too deep. She's running out of space. You can see she's near the back line, not quite there yet, but she's quite near the back line. Lovely foot touch from Patricia, just changed the line. Again, small, patient build-up for Patricia. This is all she needs to do. This tactic's absolutely playing into Edinburgh's game plan. Serena obviously doesn't fancy this particular fight to build any scorelines, just to maintain. So both fencers seem to be quite happy for the score to stay lower and the time to come down. Again, a superb hit from Patricia. Just changed the line while Serena was playing with the blade. Patricia took the blade away and hit the low line. Great hit. Again, Serena resorted back to trying to attack. As soon as she did, Patricia hit into that preparation with a lovely stop hit. Another superb hit to the low line. Foilists are not used to having to defend anything below the waistline. They normally defend in the trunk of the body, so actions down to leg and to foot are not usual for them. They don't read the symbols, the signals. Again, Serena on the offensive, trying to change this tactic. Patricia ready, hitting her with a stop hit. This has been a good leg for Patricia in Edinburgh. See, the clock is not moving because the referee had to give another 5 seconds back where there was a small error. Now you can see the countdown timing, so we've got 9 seconds left of this leg. Neither of these fencers are probably too keen to force one more hit. And there we go, as suspected. So leg 5, Edinburgh have 23, Nottingham 22. So in that particular leg, that was a 7-2 victory for Patricia. Team matches is not unusual. They will ebb and flow. On the right we have Rachel Lever. And we saw earlier she managed to pull out a really good performance of an 8-1 victory in her leg, doing a great job for the team. Can she do it again? With only 4 legs to go, trying to avoid getting any more than 8 hits will be a significant challenge, but not impossible. But equally, the more difficult part here is the team in the next 4 legs would need to score, obviously, the missing 23 hits to win 45-31. Let's see what happens. Both of these fencers will know each other quite well. They're both part of the Scottish team. Zoe has a slightly unorthodox fencing style. Sits quite heavy over the front leg. That can work very well when you're trying to hit people on preparation and hit into somebody when they're coming into you. Double hit on that one. It can also, because she's got quite long arms, it can also hide her distance very well. Good redouble there from Zoe. Although the attack was blocked, she immediately came off the blade and hit again. We don't need to worry about the referee in épée telling us whether we can have the right of way. The important bit is getting the hit on and getting the hit on before your opponent. Double hit. Rachel not quite looking like she fancies this one at the moment. She's just trying to find. Nice parry post here from Rachel. So he started to just feel that little bit of pressure that Rachel had squeezed her, pushed her down the end of that piece, went for the attack and then got caught in that parry post. Now you see the faster little steps from Rachel, just creating more pressure now. Looking to see if she can find that sort of hit again. She went for it again, and this time again Zoe was ready. She came off the parry and hit with a redouble. Nice touch. Zoe clearly comfortable here. Just keep taking the pressure, sucking it up. Again, Rachel looked for the blade, and as she did, Zoe just came off it, let her have the blade, came off of it, and hit. This has been a very solid leg by Zoe. And maybe felt a little bit anxious there, a little bit of commentator's curse. She didn't need to go for that attack and she gave away a hit quite cheaply there. Lovely parry pass from Rachel, but she didn't have to work that hard to set that up. Let's see if Zoe just demonstrates the discipline she showed before. Great hit again from Zoe on the left. Exactly the same as a few hits before. Came off the parry and then hit with a redouble. So we just took a couple of quick steps to look at the time there. 10 seconds on the clock. Again, most fencers here would just leave this fight now for the next person to come in and have a go, as they've done. Both fencers salute each other. Again, that was a great leg for Zoe. another nice stop hit from Georgia on the left. So the championship title now sits firmly with Edinburgh. At the start of this match, before the épée started, the maximum number of points that Nottingham could score was 104. And currently, as it stands at the moment, Edinburgh now sitting into the 120s. Apologies if some of you are experiencing some of the technical difficulties. We've just made a few changes to our settings, so hopefully the feed will be okay. So Edinburgh on the left in a really strong position here. Again, Zoe taking that defensive strategy, making her target quite small, forcing her opponent to have to take on that risk. Strong performance here by Emma. Showing really good courage, just trying to get back into this fight. Zoe just again hitting there on a counter-attack. Makes us 2-all in this leg so far. Again, double, pushes the score up. We're getting close to the 40 mark. This time, same idea. Emma not quite sure how that happened, but she got the hit. And again, in épée, it doesn't matter. The point is just get the hit on. Still applying the same pressure, trying to give them a chance of winning maybe this leg. Even if the championship is gone, they'd probably like to win the épée leg. Zoe just extending the lead out to 8. One more touch, and there it was, a double hit. Now it'll be down to the final leg for the teammates to see this through. So Patricia just coming on the left for Edinburgh, Rachel Lever on the right. 8 hits deficit is quite a big ask for anyone to try and get back, but it has been done before. The fence is just testing the floor to see if it's earthed. It's really important that when they try to hit foot hits that the light doesn't come up unless it's actually hit the target. Double hit, that only works well for Edinburgh. Nice stop hit again from Patricia, pushing the scoreline up closer to the 45 target. Rachel looking for the flick hit, and as she's looking, lifted her point in the air, Patricia hit straight through it, brilliant hit. This time Patricia set it up, went low to go high. Rachel read it and went a little bit earlier than Patricia was ready for. Nice touch. Rachel trying to find the blade, and as she looked for it, Patricia just rolled straight off it and hit the chest. Great touch. Double hits. Again, Rachel trying to find that moment to flick into the arm coming out. Patricia just coming up a little bit earlier. One more hit for Edinburgh to win and become champions for 2022. And there it was. Great hit from Patricia. Thank you very much for those that have joined us today. Again, thank you to our sponsors, University of Nottingham, EY, ICMG, and thanks again for BUCS for running the event. Congratulations to Edinburgh University, champions of the women's event.